Inside Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's hidden sanctuary, the love story Hollywood can't touch. When two of the most recognizable souls on the planet quietly vanished from the Hollywood frenzy, fans thought they were retreating, or maybe even hiding. But what really happened was something far more intimate, far more human, and honestly, far more shocking. Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco didn't escape the spotlight, they built a world above it. A world that the public was never meant to see. And today, we're taking you inside the $35 million sanctuary that became their quiet miracle and uncovering the emotional truth behind the life they built off camera. But stay with me, because near the end of this video, we'll talk about the unexpected hint Selena dropped that sparked an entirely new wave of speculation, one that fans still haven't solved. The arrival, a house that felt too bright to trust. It was a late Beverly Hills evening when a convoy of black SUVs slipped through a gated driveway. Nothing dramatic, nothing flashy. Yet this was the calm before thousands of headlines would explode across the internet. Inside one of those SUVs sat Selena Gomez, her face half shadowed by tinted glass, watching the sun melt over the skyline like liquid gold. Beside her, Benny Blanco leaned back, one hand loosely holding hers. Their silence wasn't tense, it was full. Full of everything they had lived, everything they had survived, and everything they hoped this next chapter would bring. That morning, they had signed the papers on a $35 million property already sending shockwaves through Hollywood. But to them, it wasn't a flex. It wasn't a celebrity investment move. It wasn't even a statement. It was permission. Permission to rest, to breathe, to love without an audience. When they stepped out onto the marble steps, Selena kicked off her shoes. Her bare feet on cold stone, Benny watching her with the soft look he saves only for her. And that's when she whispered something he never forgot. It's beautiful, but it scares me. Because even joy, for Selena Gomez, has always come with shadows. But if the house scared her at first, what happened next made her realize why she needed it more than she ever expected. The mansion of glass, and the reflections she couldn't avoid. The mansion was sleek, modern, almost too perfect. 10 bedrooms. 15 bathrooms, a private theater, a recording studio, an infinity pool that blurred into the horizon like the edge of a dream. A place built for spectacle, now owned by someone who craved anything but spectacle. As Selena walked through the endless mirrors and staircases, she kept catching glimpses of herself. Not the red carpet version, not the paparazzi version, but 100 honest versions. The versions fame never welcomes. In one of the smaller rooms, sunlight fell over a baby blue piano she had ordered weeks earlier. She pressed a single key, and the note floated through the empty space. Benny smiled. "I'll build you a song right here," he said. "Just us, no cameras." And that was the moment. Quiet, fragile, ordinary, when her eyes shimmered. Because what she wanted wasn't fame, wasn't applause, wasn't a comeback. It was normal. That night, with no furniture in the house yet, they wrapped themselves in blankets on the floor. Benny cooked pasta on a little burner. The smoke alarm went off. Selena laughed. Really laughed. No audience. No pressure. Just two people figuring out how to exist in silence. Do you think celebrities like Selena Gomez should share more of their private life, or should they protect it completely? I'm curious what you think. But the silence didn't last long. Because by the next morning, Hollywood had found them again. When the world crashed the gates, they woke up to chaos, not inside the house, but outside it. Headlines were everywhere. Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco buy $35 million love nest. Paparazzi crowded the gates. Drones drifted over the pool like mechanical birds. Gossip channels speculated everything, from secret wedding plans to hidden projects. But inside, Selena was curled on a couch, reading poetry aloud. Benny was sketching beats on his laptop. They were doing absolutely nothing Hollywood expected them to do. Still, no matter how thick the walls were, the outside world pressed in. Rumors swirled faster. Blogs invented stories. A few even claimed they were building a nursery. Selena tried to ignore it. But some nights, the noise outside felt louder than the quiet inside. Because peace, especially in celebrity life, isn't just fragile, it's rare. And yet, in the weeks that followed, something surprising happened. The house began to change, because Selena began to change. A house that learned their hearts. Little by little, the mansion began to fill with life. Soft rugs, shelves of rare books, photos from Selena's childhood. In one corner, she created a sanctuary, a room with candles, soft lighting, and old vinyl records that spun deep into the night. It became the place she went to remember what mattered. Who she was before the fame. Who she wanted to be after it. Meanwhile, Benny turned another space into a workshop of music and creativity. Guitars on the walls, soundboards blinking like stars. It became the heart of the home, where melody and memory blended. And slowly, quietly, beautifully, they built a rhythm. Morning coffee in sunlight, nighttime laughter drifting down the halls. Small dinner gatherings with close friends. Stories shared, songs born, love settling like warm light over the rooms. But Hollywood has never been known for letting people stay hidden. If you could design a dream sanctuary like Selena and Benny's, what would be the first room you'd create? Something peaceful, something creative. Tell me below. Because the peace didn't last forever. A new challenge appeared, one they couldn't have predicted. The helicopter incident. One afternoon, a neighbor sent word. A helicopter had been hovering low over the property. Selena stepped onto the balcony and watched her hair shift in the wind created by the spinning blades. Even here, in the place meant to keep her safe, the world found her again. Even here, she murmured. Benny wrapped his arm around her shoulders. We'll let them see the view, he said. But never the truth. That night, Selena posted a single photo on Instagram, the sunset behind the hills, glowing gold. Her caption read, "Peace tastes different when you earn it." Fans flooded the comments. Some celebrated her happiness. Others feared she was distancing herself again. But the truth, she wasn't retreating. She was rooting. And those roots would lead to something fans didn't expect. New whispers of music, born inside walls that finally felt safe. The music the house made. As winter settled softly over the hills, something shifted. Friends who visited the couple said the music coming from the mansion sounded different. Raw, vulnerable, more honest than anything she had written in years. Some said the house itself was her muse. Some said the love she found there was shaping her art. But Selena didn't say a word about it. She didn't need to. Sometimes silence speaks louder than a press release. And yet, even as rumors circled, even as reporters tried to pry open the gates, the real story stayed hidden. A story of stillness, not drama. Growth, not gossip. A woman rebuilding herself without noise. But the real emotional turning point. That came during a quiet, rainy evening. The night the house finally felt like home. Rain fell over Los Angeles, turning the hills silver. Selena stood by the window, watching raindrops race each other down the glass. She had survived storms before, public storms, emotional storms, personal storms. But this one was different. Because she wasn't fighting it. She wasn't running from it. She was resting. Behind her, Benny played the piano. Slow, soft, certain. She turned to him and whispered, "What's it called?" He smiled. "Home." And she laughed. A small, unguarded laugh, wiping away a tear she didn't even realize had fallen. Because for the first time in years, she felt it. Not fame, not fear, not pressure, belonging. But what fans didn't realize was that this moment would spark an entirely new wave of speculation. The legend of the House of Quiet Hearts. Spring arrived, and with it came a fresh wave of gossip. Tabloids invented feuds, reconciliations, breakups, makeups, none of them true. None of them even close. Because the real story wasn't scandalous enough for clickbait. It was gentle, simple. Two artists choosing peace. People passing by the mansion started whispering, giving it a nickname never spoken publicly but passed quietly from neighbor to neighbor. The House of Quiet Hearts. Inside, you could hear Selena humming to herself, music floating like soft light. Benny's melodies keeping time, steady as a heartbeat. It wasn't perfect, but it was real. And in Hollywood, real is the rarest miracle. But here's the part nobody has figured out. Not the fans, not the press, not even the neighbors. A few weeks ago, Selena posted something subtle. Something almost invisible. A detail hidden in plain sight that sent fans spiraling with theories about her next chapter. And we'll break it down in our next Celeb Juices deep dive. So if you want to see the clues, The theories, and the secret meaning behind her latest post, tap into the next video on your screen. Because this love story may be quiet, but the mystery behind it is only getting louder. Subscribe, comment your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one.